Hello, I'm Jonas from Hyper Games, and today I want to demonstrate the analog kit, as well as the solo rules for Towers of Yoma. Let's quickly go over the analog kit. We have some threat cards here, which are basically going to be showing you which special abilities the enemy machines will be using to, pressure on the board. We have some spawn cards, which will show you where and which enemies will spawn. And we have this little token, which will probably not stay like this. Like everything here is still subject to change visually. And even the rules are cutting edge rules from the last 2 days. So yeah, it's also the first time for me to test these new rules. We changed the spawn system a little bit and how the threats are executed. This control token will basically lead you through these different turns and what to do, and through these waves as well. So you always know where you are and what to do. The spawn overview tableau shows you the health the enemies will have, and depending on the difficulty, those will be different for machines and minions. And it will show the spawn patterns, basically which cards to draw on each turn. Those will probably be integrated into this board, and the difficulty might be in the campaign booklets, which I don't have here, obviously. The campaign booklet would contain the analog rules, the map setups, the mini campaign, and the story as well. But we don't need that right now. We will just be playing one mission. And also it's not illustrated yet, so yeah, nothing really to show. Yeah, those are the machines we will be fighting against. Yeah, you've seen those on the campaign already. So let's go over to the solo rules, actually. Oh yeah, by the way, I will be playing on normal difficulty, because we also, or at least I am for the first time playing against those air minions now as well. And I'm also playing a new combination of heroes that I haven't ever tested in solo mode. So I'm not super confident right now. I mean, I'm confident in my abilities to play overall, but this is all a pretty new setup for me. Okay, solo rules. The first hero will just be a normal hero, and you will play him as a normal hero the same way you would play him if you would play as a normal player in a 2, 3, 4 player game. He has his hero powers, his culture slots, his hero steps, and his resources. And then in solo mode, you choose a second hero as well, which won't have all of these things. So basically this board is kind of not being used. I just have it here because I like to have a teammate, to see him. In the final version, we will probably have a dedicated solo player board, or like some kind of overlay that you put over the hero board to signify that a lot of these functions are currently not active. Because during the solo play, the second hero has his cards openly down here. He doesn't really have like a deck slot. He doesn't really have a deck or a discard pile. Instead, he will have up to 4 cards lying down here, and you have 2 actions you can use with them. And if you use one of these cards as an action, you just turn it around. It's kind of your side deck to your main deck from your main faction. But you will still develop new cards into this deck and replace some of these cards. And while you have 3 actions on your main character and only 2 actions on this guy, it's pretty strong that you have this deterministic choice, basically. Like any card you develop into here, you will always have it available during every turn and every wave. And that's a pretty strong bonus. And you're suggested, obviously, to find some cards that also synergize well with your main deck. Alright. Any resources this guy uses or needs for their cards will always come from your resource pile. Any actions they generate, like if you get more actions from a card, will mean that your main character can use more actions. And any hero steps they generate will also generate hero steps on your board and not on theirs, because this basically can't move. It's just for me to signify what they will always get during every turn, because they also build towers and also give me some mana and also develop cards according to their board. Alright. I think it's time to start. And as always, it starts with a development phase, which goes before every wave. And for that, let's first, I usually first go the bottom line, but you can kind of do whatever. It's your playstyle better. But I usually go building first. So let's check. Well, I get, because we're playing one player is kind of like two players, so you kind of get the same things as here. So bottom building line goes on level 3 and the top goes on level 2 in the beginning. So we will get one tower, one mana, one tower, and one special field, which I can still choose which one on the swamp people, either swamp or a water. And I think I will probably go with swamp, so let's pick one of those. What did I say? 2 towers and 1 mana. That would be the bottom line already. And let's actually do the same for our teammate real quickly. 1 tower, 1 of those, and also 1 mana, which goes into my pool, not in theirs, right? And now these are the towers that I will be able to place. Remember always, the green towers can only be used by the green player's tower attacks, and the red ones can only be used by my tower attacks, similar to the normal rules. Okay, let's see. What have we here on this board? So if I also have to remember that I have flying minions now, so I will probably not be placing too close to those spawns in the beginning, because flyers will immediately go over that and then I don't have any towers where they will be flying to. So I will probably close this down a little further back than usual. The elves have more range as well as the normal enemies, so they might actually be a good choice here. Like if a flying minion would spawn on A, it would fly down this lane. On B, it would fly down this lane, and if it gets spawned by a machine somewhere on the field, then it would go down the lane where it spawns. Yeah, so I think I will close down the side there. And usually you start pushing both sides into one lane, but I don't think I have enough stuff to immediately push everything into one lane. I think I'll go a little further. I also want to be close to these swamp and water tiles. And these thickets from my green friend are also blocking movement. So I will just use these as a utility to push them into my towers. Yeah, it doesn't matter much, I think. Maybe if I want to place a green tower there later. Actually, I can change my color to red. Not that it matters, but my pinks will now be red. Okay, another swamp. Maybe I will push them through here, and later I close down this to also get those over here. Right now it's a little too open there, though, I think. Need something there as well. They go through here. Here or here. Okay, I think this will be my setup for now. Now the upper hero line. This one gives me a mana. And these two together basically give me 4 cards of my development deck, of which I can choose 1 to put into my actual drawing deck. So let's see. This one is good with a lot of swamp nearby. Gives me some scry. And actually optional drawing cards, which is actually really good. To have at least one of those in. This one does a lot of damage. Wow, I really like that. For piercing. Piercing's good against machines. And this is a splash one. With some scry. Really good choice all over, to be honest. I'm feeling 4 damage, to be honest. Water ties though. Don't have that yet. Anywhere on the board. But I think that is my choice. Okay, the other ones go into the burned pile. And the Sirbe, the elf, will also be, according to the top little marker, can also get 2 cards and choose one of those. And this is now a pretty important choice actually, because I will always have this available. Take 2 steps for each hunting card you discard. Get tower near to thicket. Don't have that yet, but that will be easy to do next turn, next development phase. Alright. Some mana generating. That will be useful. The lower one we have already done actually, so this is also used up. Okay, these guys will always reset to this setup because you don't have to use any hero steps on these guys to push this up, meaning you always get a tower, you always get a mana, and you always get one of those thickets. But you also can't push it any higher, so you can't get any epic towers with these guys. But they will help you get yours quicker, so you still have a lot of epicness in you if you want to. We, on the other hand, only get reset to 0 on both, because we need to use hero steps on ours. Alright, now to the enemies. If we go into the first turn of the first wave, it first starts with spawning. And spawning tells me that I need to spawn 1 strong and 1 weak spawn card, the strong one first. And if we do that, we see that on spawn A, we have to put 2 minions and a machine in front. And we remember on normal difficulty it will be 8 HP on the machine and 4 HP on the minions. Then we draw a weak spawn card, and this one, it doesn't matter what it says here, spawn A or spawn B, it will always be on the other spawn from this card basically, on the still empty spawn. So in this case we take 2 minions and put them on this one. After that we are done with spawning for this turn. We will put these to the side. So it goes over to the movement. Movement, it shows here with these little arrows that it's 2 movement, 2 steps. And movement for enemies in the analog mode will always be the shortest path. I mean, that's the same in the app as well. Always the shortest path to the Tree of Life, to any of these spots up here. But during their movement, because for now they could go in many different paths here, they will always head north first, as far as they need to go on their shortest path, and then they would head east and then north again, for example. But they will, if the steps are equal, they would avoid like swamp or water tiles. It's difficult to show in this current, but maybe we'll get to an example later. Yeah, so he will move 2 to the north and he will drag minions that are behind him or around him with him and put them on the field behind where he just came from. The other minions will also do the same. 1, 2. And that is their move for now. Now it goes over to this little mannequin, which is basically us. So it is the player's turn now. In solo mode, we will draw 5 cards, or up to 5 cards. So we have until we have 5 cards in our hand. And then we have 3 actions that we can play from these cards. Our teammate, on the other hand, which is obviously under our control, can only use 2 cards of his 4. Unless we, for example, a hunt could be used as a free action hunt, in which case I usually mark it like this. So I know that I still have 2 actions now, which is a special any hunt always has, but it's a pretty weak one. Alright. My towers can only act from the red one, so I don't even have to think about the machine right now. And we have one that does 2 damage and gives me Scry 2, meaning I can check the next 2 cards in my deck and decide to throw them away or leave them where they are. If there is Swamp or Water adjacent, which there is. And the other one does the same. Those are basically my starting cards, my starting towers. I feel like I want to do a little bit of preparation as well for our development phase. So I will actually start with the hero steps, which means I really need some towers. So I want to push my building capabilities up, and then I will start dealing some damage on these guys. 2 damage and Scry 2. I'll quickly check those. Yeah, I don't think I will need the crystal. Actually, cards I currently play should go up here. So for Scry I can decide to either put a card back, and I will do that for this one because I might want to have more hero steps later. Or I can decide to throw it on the discard pile, and I will do that for this one because I don't want to draw that next round. Now I have one more action on my side. I could decide to do a hunt here actually, and I think I will do that. So I will initiate a hunt, a full hunt, a great hunt, which also costs me an action as any other card would, because I'm not using the free one. And it will deal 2 damage to any target on the board, and I will choose the machine because I want to start whittling it down. And I will decide to this one's not close to thicket yet. I will decide to do the full hunt because the other things don't make sense yet, and I will probably just use this and this card instead of doing any shenanigans with free actions. Yeah, I will do a full hunt action on this guy as well, which means those 2 hunts get combined into 4 damage on this guy, but machines have 1 resistance, so this damage gets reduced to 3, and the life go down to 5. Then I still have 1 action, and both these tower attacks could reach this machine, because elves have 2 range with their towers, which is pretty insane. But they usually do a little less damage than other towers, and this 1 damage would actually be reduced to 0. So there's no point of attacking here. It would get stronger if I had any thickets nearby, but I don't have them nearby because I used them to block stuff over on the other side. Maybe I should have done this a little differently, but whatever. And this one also has bonuses for thickets nearby. He could do some damage. He does 2 damage, reduced to 1 because of resistance. But I feel that's not worth my time, so I will instead generate a crystal. And we also remember crystals don't go into there, but actually in our resources, which will be useful later, definitely, with a epic towers. Okay, that was my turn. I need to keep one card in my hand and the other will be discarded. These will still be close, so I will keep my Pathfinder actually. Yes, and everything we played goes on a discard pile except for this guy who just gets reset basically. Our tracking token goes over to wave 2. Wave 1, turn 2. And starts with a spawn. On the wave 1, turn 2, we only get a 1 week spawn, which in this case will be 3 minions on spawn A. And everyone will move by 2 spots again, by 2 fields. This includes this machine, 1, 2, and it drags the minions behind them. These minions will go around the corner, they can't go through this thicket. And these guys will go the same path as the others, first north. Actually 1, 2. Because they started on the spawn point. Okay, that was their action, back to my turn. At this point I will start to speed up a little, so the video doesn't take too long. We draw as many as we can from this one. We still don't have 5 cards in our hand, so we shuffle our discard pile in and draw 1 more. Now we're up to 5. Now I do my choices again. Deal 3, this one should be effective now already. I will use it on this guy, because on this one I would use a wasted damage. No, actually, oh, the machine is already in range. Then that might actually be the better choice. 3 damage gets reduced to 2, but that's okay-ish damage against the machine, in my opinion. Especially with the weak starting cards. And I'll probably attack minions now with these. Well, at least with the 2 damage tower card. So starting to whittle these down a little. And probably do a hunt again. This hunt with... Yeah, if I do it with my hunt, I can actually finish this machine already, which is a good thing to do in the first... in the third turn of the first wave, because they will start to spawn these threats starting in the third turn of the first wave. And after that there will always be a threat. And it can be more threats in a single turn. It depends on how many machines are still alive on the field. Every machine spots 1 threat, up to 3 threats. But if I kill them, then they can't spawn a threat, and threats are dangerous. So I will do these 2 hunts on this machine and get them off the board already. So we only have minions left, which is good. And now I still have 1 action and I will use that for development. I know there's still stuff to kill on the board, but I'm confident I can deal with those later. I just need to get some towers up early and maybe even a epic tower, because that can be very strong in the long run. I think I'm done. Yeah, 1 goes into discard, rest goes into discard. Reset this guy. And after the next turn, this time we don't have anything spawning. It only spawns in the first and second turn of a wave. So now we only have enemies moving. So one moves by 2. One moves by 2. And these ones move by 2. They are currently moving through water, but minions don't care about water, only machines. Those take 1 damage when they go into water. Okay, now there would be a threat coming, but there's not, because there's no machine left. And back to my turn. I draw as many cards as I need to go up to 5. And this guy still has minions in range, I'll use that. So he can do a little useful action with his one little green tower. And yeah, I really need to get thickets there. But no, actually, it's a pretty stupid place for thickets. Maybe I'll use... Actually, I could use this thicket. Maybe I'll put a tower here or something later, because it has a pretty good area of effect there. I think I'm gonna prepare even more crystals, because epic towers consume one crystal every time they shoot. And also I can use crystals for a lot of other different things. I can use them to turn them into mana, to draw more cards if I really have a not so good hand. And I can also use them to turn them into a hero step, basically. Meaning one crystal can give me one hero step, and that's all I need. But I also have a hero step card right now, and I think I'm first going to use that. Yeah. So I can do this and that, because it's 2 hero steps. You can split those as well. Anyone close to red? Yes, there is. No swamp nearby, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna use this and kill one of those minions. And more crystal. More crystal? I mean, there's still a lot of minions. Maybe I don't need that much crystal. Yeah, I think I'll kill this minion as well with a big hand. Okay. Nope. Good, this was the wave actually. Meaning I can kind of clean up here. Because we're going back into the next development phase. That is the phase that we had in the beginning of the game. But this time I have way more hero steps, way more things to do. And I do need to build a lot of things. So the first one is an epic tower that I can get into my hand. For that I will draw from the epic tower pile until I have 2 of my colored cards. And I will have to choose one of these, actually get them in my hand. This one is piercing once again. And taking cards back on my hand. This can be good if you have like 2 epic towers, for example. You can play one, and next turn, when he's in your discard pile, you can get him back. Distribute piercing. Okay, this one sounds very interesting. I'm curious how it feels. Yeah, I'll take this one. I don't think I've seen that one before. Maybe one of my teammates added this one. Cool. Yeah, this was the epic tower. I can also do all the other things. So like 1 mana, 2 towers. At least prepare them already. Oh yeah, water or swamp. Water or swamp. This one, I have a card that needs 2 water, I feel like. Search. Needs 2 water. And I need multiple chances to use that, so maybe it's water time this time around. Usually I go swamp, but it might be very strong to focus on that 1 card, or maybe like more cards that use water. Oh yeah, and I also of course get an epic tower piece. And they get the usual thing, basically 1 mana into my pool, one tower and one of these tickets. Okay. One tower isn't much, but maybe I don't need them as much for blocking, but actually for dealing damage. How can we get 2 thickets close to you while still making proper use of them? So, could lure these guys out here and then around into here. But I also have to remember about those flying minions. If I go super tight in the beginning and they just fly over, then that's not the best move. Eh. This one would at least have range in the beginning for anything that spawns. And a thicket nearby. Maybe I'm gonna start another one back here actually. Because then I can at least use the thicket to close this down. Have one thicket nearby and can attack on the right side. Now I would love to put this water close to the other, but I can't place anything where a minion is right now. So I'll reuse it here. Okay, please go there. Okay, so this tower now has 2 water nearby, which is good. Love to have another one. Maybe actually, yeah. Here. There's more range to the left with also 2 water in range. And now we still need to maybe get stuff a little. I'd love to build there, damn. Maybe I just prepare for that in the long run to get them around here, but I can't right now. And this might just be my epic tower as well. Everyone now needs to go there. Except for the flyers. And I still have water. Water, water, water. There, I think. To prepare for further towers. Or there, if I want to. Nope, actually not. Right now, the enemies would choose a path like this. So they wouldn't even go close enough to this tower, because it's not part of the shortest route. So there's no point in buffing this guy just yet. I think I'm done with the building. Now, actually, let's do this once first. Developing his cards. If you defeat a target, draw 3 cards. Remind you, drawing 3 cards. If he draws 3 cards, that means I draw 3 cards instead, because he can't draw. And that would be super flexible. I just have any minion anywhere in range to kill. I can make my main character draw 3 cards. That's super strong. And this one would be just drawing 1 no matter what. There's a disadvantage of drawing 3 cards actually, and it's only pretty much only for the Forok guy, because he kind of wants cards in his discard pile for this special ability, which deals damage depending on how many cards are in the discard pile, and it's pretty expensive, but it can get strong if you have everything in your discard pile. But if you draw too many cards, then that pile gets reset into the draw pile instead. So just drawing 1 can sometimes even be at least more precise. But I just want to try this 3 card thing though. It's too delish. Crystals. Crystals are super flexible to have on the secondary guy, especially if you need to use your epic towers. But it's also like a kind of weak card one action to just generate one crystal. But also I placed this card in already and I kind of preparing the thicket thing, so I don't want to replace that. Don't really want to replace the hunt just yet, instead, because it can be a free action 1 damage thing. And this one's also thicket dependent, but it's not really strong even with thickets, so I will actually replace this one. And this one goes on the burn pile. And now for my cards, I got 1 advancement on the upper scale, so I can pick one of 4 again. This green one goes on the discard as well. Burn path. Okay. Venom Fang. Each adjacent swamp or water. That's pretty strong. It could be like 5 damage already for this guy. Damn. In 2 mana if you discard balances. No, I feel like I'm not playing the discard pile this time. Piercing. No, I think I'm actually going for this one. I think in my current playstyle it's pretty strong. And the rest goes on the burnt pile. And off to wave 2 we go. This resets to 0. This guy just stays. I didn't move his token. And shuffle this one. And into wave 2 we go. First spawning. Wave 2, turn 1, it says 1 heavy card, 1 light spawn card. Heavy card first. Okay, it starts. This is the first air minion actually. For me, let's see. Ooh, I want the full machine, please. On B it said I have a machine spawning. 8 HP. And 1 air minion behind him. Air minions have 1 HP less than the normal minions. So it still depends on difficulty, but with 4 HP difficulty minions, difficulty normal minions, we have 3 HP flyers. And now things are getting interesting because, oh actually first spawn the minions as well. Wow, another flyer. Well, and on the other side, spawns together with these guys, but it doesn't move together with these guys. Because during movement we first go front to back always, like whoever's closest to the exit moves first, so this guy moves first. And the new movement is 3 movements, so like these 2 original movements plus 1. But he also goes through swamp, and swamp slows you down by 1, so he actually only moves 2 in the end. 1, 2. Then who's the next closest? This machine. It doesn't pull the flying minion, because the flying minion wants to fly on its own. 1, 2, 3. He goes into water, takes 1 damage. And this is piercing damage. Technically it's piercing decay damage, meaning it goes through armor and it can't kill him. So if he goes down to 1, it still walks through water, it doesn't do anything. Okay, and now the closest to the exit is actually this flyer. And he flies for 3. No, actually, yeah, he flies 3 spots. So 1, 2, 3. And he ends on this tower. And this is annoying because as long as he stands there, this tower can't be used. So either I wait until he continues to fly into the next turn, or I kill him so tower is free again. And now let's move the other guys. This one moves 1, 2, 3. These guys 1, 2, 3. So the logic again about movement is if you have multiple paths that are equally as long, we go by the news concept, meaning north, east, west, south. is the order by which they choose to move. So in this case, it could have gone like this, but that would have been a south first movement. But north isn't the shortest path, east is one of the shortest paths, so you go east. And if this was blocked, then he would try west, but that's also not the shortest path, and then he would try south, which is also the shortest path. Yeah. So in this case, they go east first until they can't anymore, or have to switch direction because another one would be the shorter one. Goodbye news. No news in Yoma allowed. And these guys still move. And since, once again, they have two paths they can go right now. These ones, because they kind of merge into the same one. They will first choose to go north because of the news. Then they will go east. And this is always how movement gets chosen for the enemies. This guy didn't move with them because he's flying. He will now move. 1, 2, 3. And that is all the movement. A lot of stuff on the board. But I feel like I have a lot of damage to get rid of it as well. Oh, but we also have our first threat. Because now it doesn't, it's only the first 2 turns where you don't have threats. So these machines actually do immediately pull a threat. Or this machine that got spawned. And it is Confusing Steam. Wow. That's a crazy card to have as a first threat. Confusing Steam is kind of an oddball in that it lets me choose one faction that is not my own, and I have to draw a developed card from them. Like basically I get a new card into my deck of a faction that is not mine, because everyone is so confused that people from other factions walk into the camps of the other guys and stuff like that. And since I can only use kind of green and red towers right now, I will of course choose green. And it goes on here. I don't think I even see it. I will see it once I draw, which will happen in a second. The same thing happens for your teammate actually, even in solo mode. So I have to choose, I mean I will choose a red card. I could choose a different card as well. Could choose a yellow one. There's just a certain chance that it's a tower attack and I don't have any yellow towers, so I can't really use it. But if it would be like a wonder, or a hunt card, it could also be very useful. Anyway, it is a wonder of mine, and it counts all cards in a discard pile. So I have to use my discard pile mechanic now, or like override it again in the next development phase. But for now I have to choose one of my current cards to replace with this, and I'll probably use the crystal then. Which I'm a little sad about. Maybe I'll actually... Yeah, no, I think that's the best one. Yeah. Okay, quite a interesting first threat. And it's our turn after that. Usually threats are a little more dangerous, but this one, I mean, it's kind of filling your decks with maybe cards that you don't want. Sometimes it's actually useful. Let's see what we got from green this time. Okay, this isn't really working. Yeah, this is also kind of just filling my deck. There's ways to get rid of cards, and I will probably show one. I mean, maybe I will use it. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I think the machine is kind of a high threat here right now because they're already pretty close to the exit. They have threats that also spawn more minions, which would be kind of even worse if they are like close to the exit and spawning minions. Also, I need to get rid of this little minion. I kind of left it there too long. But I kind of need a hunt. No, actually, this tower can still reach. It has 2 fields range. So I need to get rid of this machine and of this minion this turn. I mean, at least get some damage on that machine. What was it again? Unlock cards in the discard. Oh yeah, discard pile can only be used second turn earliest, because first turn I don't have anything in the discard pile. Okay, this one is strong, but it doesn't... this one's only 2 strong. This one can't attack right now, sadly. No, from this one's 3 strong. It has 2 waters nearby. 3 damage is okay-ish. I would love to use it from this one, but no one is nearby. Epic Tower, also no one nearby. Next turn this machine will be nearby, so I should keep this in my hand. 3 damage. Actually, let's go about this one. Do we have a hunt? No. And he can't discard this hunt. It's actually a rule for the solo teammate that he can't discard cards, because these are always in his hand. And I myself don't have a hunt on my hand, but if I actually use this one to kill something, maybe let's start with these little trickeries. And maybe I'm actually gonna do it on this guy. So I'm first gonna do 2 damage and gain a mana, because I'm using this one. This 2 damage gives me a mana if it's close to a thicket. And I'm gonna use it to bring this down to 2 and gain a mana. By the way, these weirdly stack. Shouldn't. It's confusing. And now that it's down to 2, I will deal 2 damage, and if I defeat the target, draw 3 cards. This way, I have a big ass hand. I still didn't draw any hand. Damn! Okay, this wasn't as good as I was hoping it to be. But my discard pile will be very big next turn, which is also an advantage. Keep any number of cards in my hand. I could keep this card in my hand extra. Oh yeah. Sounds like a strong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage with this ability. That will kill a machine, I think. It costs like half my mana reserves. But I think, yeah, I'm not gonna keep anything in my hand. I was debating on this special hero ability to keep maybe this card in my hand together with the Epic Tower, because it's mostly useful from this tower, so I would wait until something's there. But if I don't keep it on my hand, I have a bigger discard pile and this one gets stronger instead. Yes. Okay, let's just dish out some damage then. This can deal 4 yeah, from this tower. This has 2 water in it. See, it actually surprisingly was very useful that I have 2 towers near to this water, because now if one of them gets blocked by an air minion, I still have the other one. Okay, let's start. This one does now 4 piercing damage because it's close to 2 waters, which brings this machine down to 3 already. I think it's easier than I anticipated, or at least less of a problem. Oh yeah, I need to deal with this air minion. This one doesn't get slowed by this. Okay, this is a rule we're still thinking about, by the way. If air minions will block, like also land on epic towers, or if they will actually be blocked by them and have to go around. But yeah, that probably won't be decided just yet. So I will just let him fly over. Don't have a hunting card, so this is just 1 damage. Okay, this one at least does 3, so it's not too bad. Bring this one down to 1. I think I still need to do at least some development to make some progress here. Maybe actually go for a culture card this time. And still to the ultimate tower, but the upper line. Okay, 3 actions are done. This one still has 1. Wait, didn't I use this? Doesn't have 1. Got to turn it around. Okay, the rest goes on my discard pile. And that is my turn. I keep the epic tower in my hand. Enemies turn 2. First spawns. We have another big spawn. And another small spawn. Oh damn, more flyers. The first one spawns an A. In front of A actually. With 2 normal and 1 air minion behind. 2 normal, 1 air. And the other one has 1 normal, 1 air. On the other side. Maybe I should just keep this. What's next? Movement is next. Free move. Technically, I would say this one is the closest right now. Forgot about it. I really need to kill this one. 1, 2, 3. This one also moves. 1, 2, 3. Since we didn't really make that rule yet, I will say they just fly over epic towers. Now the machine would be the next closest. Please don't pick 1, 2, 3. Swamp's technically slow, but if the last step is done into a swamp, then it can't really slow. So it's a little fluke in the rules that will sometimes make it so your swamps don't slow. But we have tried many rules, and this is just kind of the cleanest. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, actually, they also went through water, so they take 1 damage. 1, 2, 3. Nope. This one first. This is closer. Is it? There's a tie actually between these two. But in that case, a machine would walk first. 1, 2, 3. Takes 1 damage from the water. 1, 2, 3. Blocking again on my towers. We are on 3 move, right? Yes. 1, 2. This one isn't going into a machine, so he just stays there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. North first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, a lot of different groups this time actually. And I really need to... I don't think I have any splash attacks right now. So I need to whittle these down one by one. Okay, draw cards until I have 5. Oh, this is lucky actually. I should have thought about that first as well. If I had drawn 1 more card for some whatever reason, I wouldn't have had any card in my discard pile, because it would have been all shuffled into the draw pile. But since everything is still as it is... Oh wait, no, I'm not drawing yet. There's Thread's turn first. And since we currently still have 2 machines on the board, we actually draw 2 Thread cards. Then we order them by initiative. That's the little number on the top left. And... oh boy. And then we execute them one by one. This one first says, if a machine has space behind, then it will spawn 2 air minions behind. Behind always means where the machine just came from. And if you don't remember where it came from, then you can take the shortest route to the nearest spawn as a new behind machine. In this case, you also go through all machines checking this condition from front to back. So which one is the closest to the tree? This one. We check this one first. Does it have space behind? Yes. So we spawn 2 air minions. Damn. Okay. I think I'm kind of getting behind curve here. Does it say 2? Yeah, 2 air minions. And the other one says, if there's space behind the machine, spawn 2 normal minions behind the machine. The first one has already executed 1 special ability, so it can't anymore. And if we check the second one, the maximum amount of minions on one field is 5, so it still has space for minions. And it spawns 2 more. Okay, things are getting spicy. My turn. I really need to dish out damage now. So this one distributes 5 piercing damage around this area. And if I manage to kill 2 targets with those 5 damage, then I can deal +4 to 1 more target. This is very nice actually. So first things first, I'm gonna use it. Means I need to spend 1 crystal. So this is where I picked up crystal earlier. Now I can distribute 5 piercing. Distribute means within the range of the turret, which in this case for red towers is always just the normal 8 fields right around. Within this area I can choose different targets and deal spread the damage however I want. I can either do 5 to 1 or 1 to 5 targets or anything in between. And since we have a 2 HP machine here, and this is actually piercing damage, meaning it doesn't care about the resistance, I will actually do 2 of those damage directly to the machine and kill it. And then 3 more to this air minion and kill it too, meaning I have killed 2 targets. And now I can deal +4 to 1 target. Okay, I'll have to clear up the writing on that target, on that card actually. But I think it means I can distribute 4 more damage, does it? Yeah, because otherwise you'd have to spread to 3 targets. Yeah, I will actually write that down quickly. What's the name of the card? Swamp Lord Bastion. Okay, that was very useful. That's why Epic Towers rule. I could still use 3 mana to do 7 damage to a single target, which is a crazy amount. That could be very useful on this machine. Also, we need to deal with these, and I think I will deal with those first, so I don't forget. Okay, we have 2 hunts though, that's nice. 1 hunt for 2 damage, plus 1 hunt for free. So I haven't fully explained that before, but it's a base game rule. Any hunt can always be used for 1 damage as a free action. That's why I'm putting it sideways, so I remember that I still have another action. I'll combine these 2 to be 3 damage, and kill this air minion. And I can snipe this one with a green tower probably. Okay, so since I will try something here. I will use 3 mana first. I will think about this first. use 3 mana to use my special ability for 7 damage. I will put that on the machine. Gets reduced by 1 due to the resistance, so it goes down to 1 damage, to 1 HP. And now I want to use this one to draw more cards. Why do I want to draw more cards? I want to draw more cards to immediately get this discard pile shuffled over there. And draw more cards that go into the next discard pile next turn. Because this discard pile will be empty next turn when I draw. But if I recycle those cards in there now, then I have more cards in my next discard pile instead of 0. Okay, it's kind of a little advanced technique with the frogs to work with those discard piles. If you defeat a target with 2 damage, can we do that? Yeah, we can kill this guy. Perfect. Kill the air minion. Draw 3 cards. Since I can't draw, I take my discard pile over here, shuffle it once, and draw 3. And I probably won't really use those. I'll just discard them into my discard pile. That's all the plan. Even though... I mean, there's still so many minions there. Dealing with the machine might be the first. Am I afraid of another threat? I'm not... Oh yeah, if it does a speed... There's a speed burst they can do. And he would bring all these 5 minions if he would double speed up to it pretty close to the exit, so I don't want him to do a threat. So I will actually focus him down with this probably to gain some mana. Oh damn, I could have generated a lot of mana here. Forgot about that. Yeah, I think I will do the 2 damage with a normal green tower. There's a thicket close by, I gain a mana. So this one will do 2 damage on the machine. -1 is 1, but it only has 1 HP, so it's sad. And 1 thicket nearby means I get 1 of my mana back. Can still use this hunt as a free hunt, and I think I will. Why not? To, I don't know, kill this minion, I guess. 1 more action on my side, because this was a free hunt. Damage, or... It's only minions now, but I do... Can't reach this one. Yeah, I think I will keep this one and just do some development, because we need to do this still, even if there's much pressure on the board. Need to make progress. Because those epic towers, you know, they're needed direly. Okay, why is this not stacking? Tape it up, simulator. It's 1 pile. Let's try our best. Now it did. Yeah, that was the turn of mine. So the enemy's turn is starting again. No more spawns on the 3rd turn. Free movement for everyone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These also go 1, 2, 3. These go behind them. Behind them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they're kind of in my death zone now, but since I don't have splash damage, that doesn't mean a lot. These 3 cards go on my discard pile. Threats? No threats, because no machine alive. And my turn starts. Draw 4 cards, once again. Because of my cycling, I actually have 7 cards in discard again. And just perfectly drew my hand. This card, like getting this 1 more card into my deck from the from the confusing steam was actually very effective for me, very helpful. This one, on the other hand, I didn't get much use out yet. I would have rather preferred the crystal, I think. Yes, damage. This one does a lot, so I will at least snipe one minion immediately. +1 for each adjacent swamp or water. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it does 5 damage. Snipes one minion. This one does 3, no 4. 4 with 2 water nearby. And this one has 2 water nearby, so I'll kill one minion. Just going for kills right now, because it's a lot alive. Yeah, and 2 and 2. With this one giving me 1 mana, because it's using this thicket to generate it. I think I will reduce this one to 1. Then I snipe it with a free hand. Wait a minute, no. Maybe I should do it over here. Or maybe I use my ability for that. Expensive for sure, but I need actions more than anything. Yeah, I think I will snipe this one for 2 because I need this mana from this thicket. And then I use 3 of these mana again, because you can use these abilities as many times as you want in a turn. You just need to pay the extraneous amounts of mana that they can cost occasionally. To deal 7 damage again, and I will use it on this one. Pretty much a waste, but what can you do? I need him gone. Yeah, and I guess it didn't change my original plan actually. Now I use the free hand on this guy to kill him. I use my 2 damage here to kill this guy with the green tower. And if I kill someone, I draw 3 cards. Which just does the whole trick again. Not that it matters, because we are on the end of the last turn of the wave though. And I have one more action. I do have my epic tower. Damn. Prepare this well. Can't kill 2 people right now if that's... And I don't think I wanna retcon any previous action. So... well... 5 damage might still be worth the crystal, is it? Damn, I don't know. Those will be 1, 2, 3 around here. 4 minus 1. And they are in the exact spot that I wanted to build a tower again. I forgot about that. So I can't really lure them around this side anymore. Maybe if I manage for the last development phase, maybe, but that's so far out. Okay, I think just hero steps for another ultimate tower could be the play here. Okay, so I will actually do the hero steps because I actually need more towers as well. And that is my turn. I am getting rushed by minions. I never had that before in that extent. Oh yeah, we did with those new spawn cards, we do have more minions now spawning. So I guess it makes sense. Okay, cool. We're done with the current wave. We'll clean up the board. And we will go to the next development phase. So for this guy, once again, we get a mana tower ticket. For us, we only get a tower. And do I want to do... Yeah, maybe we do want to do another water, because that one ability is pretty strong with water. Slowing people is strong too. Maybe I change my plan and lure them to the right at least. So we get some use out of this water. But then I can't really change it back to the other rotation anymore. Let's go here. Okay, anyway, we also get an epic tower because of this one. And we will draw... No, yeah. Should have put this underneath actually earlier. So this mechanic is a little clunky still. We're still thinking about it, but it's basically just we're trying to avoid to have even more piles of these epic towers. That's why we're kind of doing it like this. Oh wow. That is perfect for killing a lot of minions. Yes, I want the minion killer. The other one goes on the burn pile. For the other guy, 2 green cards. Choose the better one. Distribute 3 on a normal attack. Up to 5. I like that. Not discarding anything. So this one it is, and I think we will develop out the red card from the Steam earlier again. Even though we, like at maximum, we're gonna play 2 tower cards. Yeah, but still. This gives me flexibility that I don't want to miss. Create mana or draw cards and then deal damage. Nice. Okay, now let's go down to here. Like, this one kinda is merged with these and these. I can do it at any time, I guess. It just gives me even more picks. So we have like 4 selection now and 2 picks. I guess I could do it first. Draw 4 and pick 2 of those cards. Don't have a lot of hunting cards yet, so don't care. Wait, I drew from the wrong pile completely. No. 4 of these is what I need. Gain an action. So for free I can take a discard card from my hand. Scryen. Once again, Scryen can also be used to immediately get cards on my discard pile for this ability. That can be very useful. And this one's a little bit of an oddball. take 2 hero steps. I like this actually. Because, I mean, we are in wave 3 already, but we will have one more development phase, so I think I will put this one in. And I will put the rest away because I have 2 picks and I can use these picks either for picking a card or I can use them to burn out a card from my deck. And I will use one for picking a card and the other one for burning out, and I will burn out one of my hero step cards because this one kind of replaces it as a better alternative because it does damage and gives me hero steps. Culture card. Okay, so we are here. So this gives us a choice of, and we are currently debating whether it's 2 or 3. I will try 3 now. See how it feels. Of 3 culture cards, and you can pick one and basically add it below your board here. And you will also have that one constantly available, similar to those 2 hero powers. Except for one exception that you might see later. Spend 1 mana once per preparation to burn 1 card from a deck. Okay. Interesting. These are also the cards that you will keep on your hero if you play through the campaign, by the way. So those kinda change the playstyle quite a bit. At least some of them can have an intense effect. Like this one makes you a drawing master. You can focus your complete deck on having full availability to your cards once you have that card. But maybe in another run you will never draw that culture card, so it will have to be different. Different playstyle, I mean. Spend 2 to increase damage of a tower attack by +2. Wow, that I like. I think I'm drawing a lot of mana right now, so yes, I will take this one. And the other 2 go underneath this pile. It will probably never be seen again. Cool. So I have this way to deal damage anywhere on the board, and this way to improve one of my tower attacks. Which can only be done where there are towers. Okay, planning. I'd love to have 2 thickets close to this tower. Because then this tower attack will gain 2 mana instead, making this card quite efficient. So I guess I will actually push to the right. As I kind of had the idea earlier. Then back to the left, I guess. Is there a point in having even more water here? I mean, a little bit. One ability gets stronger this way. Could also go here though to start improving this one. But water is pretty strong early because it can't kill machines, but it can damage machines if it goes through. Man, I kind of want to go to the left though. Maybe I'll leave this one water alone. But instead, something like this. This is a wasted blocker if I put it there, but maybe can't waste a blocker right now because they're having such a short path still. No, maybe I actually like the right side. Because this one gives me a lot of range, even up until here. This one gives me a longer path than the other path. Yeah. Just feels dangerous to have them this close to the exit. But I think this is the best way. This might be overkill, but that's just what I'm gonna do. Might put a red tower here later. Isn't much later. It's just one more development phase. But I'll have to... Oh, yeah, true. Epic tower. One more epic tower. Let's kill people. We could be here, but these guys are super fast past my lines. Maybe back there. That's kind of wasted. And it would be better here, but then... I mean, maybe, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, sprint kind of makes it not that calculatable. 1, 2, 1, 2. You have to be kind of careful because I have two paths here, and if I put too much stuff in the way here, they will go the other way around. But I think it's the same amount of stuff in the path right now. 1, 2, and 1, 2. So they will go north first, then if it's equal. Good. Like these path calculations, you kind of have to do them in your head or like on the field. You can discuss them with teammates as well. If you would use the app would kind of do it for you, but then you'll have to put in all the positions of the towers and like anything that you build anew, at least. Of course, you don't have to put it in every time again, but yeah, those are the trade-offs between the two modes of play. Okay, let's not dilly-dally too much here. I think this is what I will do. It feels a little odd with this open spot, but I'll fill it on the last turn. On the last development phase. I still have 1 mana to gain. I already have done these, so I'm done. Let's go. Spawn time. We will, on wave 3, turn 1. Actually, draw 2 strong cards. Okay, this is the machine time, actually. A lot of threats. Machine here. On B, with 3 minions. And a machine on the other side with 1 minion. 8, 8, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Now, movement. We are now on 4 movement. Which means these actually get slowed once, so it's 3 now. 1, 2, 3. Always heading north when they can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And taking 2 damage actually from the 2 water. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one stacks into the other guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now it's thread time. 2 machines on the board means we draw 2 thread cards, sort them by initiative, and now we go through and see if they can do things. Okay, catapult. This one says it needs a free space behind an obstacle. The tree is reachable from this space at a shorter distance, and at least 1 minion is behind the machine. Once again, we test from front to back if this is correct for any of the machines. This machine, it has an obstacle on its west side, but the field behind it is not free. It doesn't have any obstacles on the other sides, so the conditions are not met. Then we check the other machine. This one has no obstacle right, north, east or west. And it has an obstacle on the south side, but the space there is not closer to the tower, to the tree, I mean. So this condition can actually not be fulfilled by any of the machines, which means we will go to the fallback effect. And the fallback is reinforcements. It's not explained on this card, but we actually had that earlier. It's basically this one. The space, there needs to be space behind the machine, and then it will spawn 2 minions behind the machine. Let's check again from front to back. This machine has space behind. It only needs 1 space to spawn minions. But it can only spawn 1 more minion, because then there's 5 and then it's done. So that's kind of lucky in a sense. And the other one is saying culture seal, and that is actually what I meant earlier. Flip all culture cards. Culture effects cannot trigger or be activated in this round. So for the first round I actually won't have access to this new culture card of mine. But that will be fine, I guess. I'm not sure how fine it will be. Would have loved to deal more damage on this guy. I feel like my mace isn't the best this time. Oh wow. I just realized a thing. In solo mode, on the very first development phase, this guy actually doesn't have only 1 tower and 1 of these, but he actually starts here. And then all further rounds he's here. That kind of explains why I'm feeling so pressed for towers, because usually I would have 1 more tower and 1 more thicket from the first turn on. Well, I guess I will place those now. Not really a retconning in that sense, I just forgot to place them earlier. And I guess I will just not think too much about it, because it would have gone different anyway in the beginning. Okay. Let's see. We were on the thread, so now it's our turn. Can't use the culture card, but we can draw up to 5. Okay, we have our epic tower. Actually, it's the one that does a lot of splash damage. Damn, buffing that with my culture card would have been awesome. But actually it doesn't have too many targets. Yes, well, it has 3 targets. So we will use it. Oh, I need to crystal as well. And I can't easily generate that anymore, damn. Well, anyway, for every swamp tile adjacent or water, I may attack 1 additional target and deal the same damage. Meaning I can do 3 from this epic tower, 3 on this one, 3 on this one, and 3 on him, but he has resistance, so he only takes 2. That's normal damage, right? Yeah. And it costs my only last crystal. We also have this guy who does a lot of damage. +1 for each adjacent swamp or water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's up to 6 now. So I can burst this machine into smithereens. This one. These 4 minions really are still a problem. I guess we will go the mana and spending route, yeah. Did I do the 2-thicket thing? Yeah, nice. So I would say do tool damage and gain 2 mana with this ability. Mana, mana. And yeah, I guess I can reach this distance, so deal to one of those. And then distribute 3 and spend 2 mana to distribute 4 instead, basically. Which is very nice. 2 mana generated, 2 mana used. To distribute 4. Well, I guess I can just kill 1 4 minion. Oh, maybe it's actually a good chance to just kill these 2. And this one. Yes. And I can still do 1 damage there. Do we want to scry cards? Yeah, maybe. We have a tower close by. We don't. Well, I guess we have to this one. So I kind of want to do the scry one. Meaning I attack with this tower on one of these for 2 damage. And then I check 2 of these newly drawn cards. I want to keep this one. I want to keep this one actually as well. I need crystal. But it's good to know that it will be coming next. And this one can be played as a free hand together with this free hand to deal 2 damage on this guy. Cool. That was my turn. We go after the next spawn. Just quickly let me clean up. Yes, cleanup has been done. Actually, these need to be on 0. Okay, spawns. Second turn of the third wave gives us one of these on B. Another machine on B, in front of B actually. 1 air minion, 1 normal minion. Okay, then we have 4 movement for everyone. First one's first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes 2 damage. Nope, actually airman didn't come with. For air minions... No, yeah, it's fine. That's good. 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't care about swamp. These ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now threats. We have 2 machines on the board again. And initiative already is in order. Okay, first one. Burrow. A free space behind an obstacle. Tree is reachable from this space. Now, the way I kind of built here makes it pretty hard for them. Actually, if this machine would have been one spot further, it would have been super bad, because they would have burrowed through here. But since they actually landed here, they once again don't really have a space to burrow to. Because, so basically it's kind of a similar check as with the catapult. They are trying to find a free space behind a nearby obstacle. Here is a nearby obstacle, but there is no free space behind it. And there's no obstacle here, no obstacle here, no obstacle here. And that means this one can't use it, and the same goes for this one. So we are going on the fallback again. And that is sprint, which arguably is even worse right now. So the sprint is, we also check the first machine first again. It just checks if it can sprint. More than like 2 fields or more than 1 field. This one basically couldn't sprint because it would sprint right into this machine and get stuck. But the front one can, and it will basically just do another move. And that is super bad right now, because it will go 1, 2, and if it goes into a lot of minions, you kind of have to check things a little differently, because minions can't be on the same spot as a machine. So the minions would first switch places with the machine. And those are a little too big, actually. I think minion dice are smaller. It started here, 1, 2, 3. And now it takes the 5 minions behind, continues. 4. Oh, yeah, 4. That's 4 move. Notice how this minion actually got stuck here, because it couldn't continue with, because there were already 5 minions at the spot. So sometimes if machines walk through a lot of minions, they kind of lose some on the way, because they can only ever have 5 that they drag with them. Alright, it did take 1 damage from this new water here, and it gets slowed a little bit, but it is getting closer. Luckily it's still beside my epic tower, but I'm kind of out of crystal. Okay, the other ability, barrier. Okay, this one is kind of mean. It checks if it has 1 minion behind the machine. That's the only condition. First one has already acted with a special ability, so this one will be the one. Checks if it has a minion. Yes, it does. What does it do? It sacrifices the strongest minion behind the machine, and then the machine gains a half shield. Half shield, what does it mean? Let's sacrifice this minion first. We don't have these things properly imported in Tabletop Simulator yet. So let me show it with this token. Basically you would have an half reset reviving token thing with an indentation in the middle where the dice fits properly, so it doesn't wiggle around. But I kind of have to try it differently here. I think this works, right? Yes, perfectly. Okay, so the meaning of this token that I just so cheekily turned into a proper color is if this machine ever dies through anything, it will instead revive with half of its initial HP immediately. And the rest of the damage during that one attack basically dissipates. So this kind of has 12 HP now, and kind of maybe even more. Like if I would do 10 damage right now, it would only take 8 damage. The rest dissipates, and then it would revive to 4. So this is kind of a big, mean machine now. Okay. That is the barrier. And the burrow that got turned into a sprint, which is pretty much as bad. Okay, it's our turn now. And we need to do a lot of damage. Especially to these guys, because 1, 2, 3, 4, they will be out next turn if we don't deal with them. So this one can do 3. We do kinda need to make more crystal. This one is intended to say deal 2 damage. Our original way of writing this was deal 1 damage on the free action and deal +1 on the Great Hunt, but we will change this to Great Hunt deal 2 damage. Instead of just weirdly +1 and you need to calculate. Distribute up. Oh, this is distribute 5, not 4, I just realized. I spent the mana. Okay, that can be useful up there. I think I'll do the mana generation and consumption trick again, because it just works. 1, 2. On this tower, there's 2 thickets. 2 to anyone. And then distribute 5 by spending the 2 mana again. And I will spend it and distribute it up here. I'll think about the hunt later. Man, I really need... Damn, maybe I should have drawn cards, actually. Oh, I have an ability. No. Never mind, that's the other one. The alternate hero of this guy actually can spend mana to draw cards. But it's not this guy. Can spend 3 to deal 4. Is it piercing? No, just damage. Oh, and the discard pile gets immediately shuffled. I shouldn't forget about that. I guess my trick earlier wasn't even necessary for what I wanted to do. 4 damage. Anywhere. I mean, I can snipe this one. I really need to deal with the machines as well now. Damage. 4 piercing. 4 piercing would be good. Let's do that. 4 piercing on the machine brings it down to 1. There's 2 waters are nearby. Now I can do a normal hunt with 2 damage to ping it to death. And go 2 hero steps. Might do both sides this time. Maybe not, maybe more towers. 2 damage. Or crystal. Do need crystal. Yeah. Gain crystal. Discard this one. Oh, and deal 1 damage with this last hunt for free, because why not? And I just realized I do need to, I mean, if I want to play perfect at least, to play this 3 mana to deal 4 damage thing on this guy, otherwise he would have immediately ran out. But I feel like these guys are gonna be a pain in the ass next turn. Okay, that's the end of the turn. We go into just movement, no more spawns right now. And it's 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A swamp. Did I forget about this guy? Don't think I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it takes 2 damage from the 2 water. And we are going to threats. Only one threat, because only one machine. Tower occupation. Okay, this one has the condition of having 1 attached minion and 1 adjacent tower, which is true for this machine. It will move the lowest HP minion onto adjacent towers, 1 each, priority by the news concept. So North Tower first. And all of this actually works out to this minion now occupying this tower. It will never move away from here again, but this tower won't be usable until the minion is killed. Which is, I mean, it isn't my strongest tower, but I need to get rid of this guy by the end of wave 4 anyway, for a reason that you will see later. Okay, that is it. My turn. Draw 4. Epic Tower. Do have the crystal fight. That's good. 5 piercing. Yes. I think I will just... I mean... yeah. No, those are actually more... oh shit, this one revives. This one does 5. This combo is just pretty strong. Having the other card from a drawing. There's a chance if I use this one that I will draw another card that does 5 damage. I could try to find out about it using scrying actually. So I think I will do that. First deal 2 damage on... oh wow, I can only do it for the machine, but it's a good preparation actually. If I bring it down to 5, I can pierce it down to 0. And then I can scry 2. I can't scry right now because my hands are empty, so I will do this. And now I can scry. Oh, and this is actually the one I want. That's perfect. The other one I will discard. Now if I do this one, I can draw that other card. Have any other draw? No. Can maybe use this. Okay, so first deal 2 damage and draw 3 cards. I will deal 2 damage on this guy because I need to get... actually need to get rid of this one first. So maybe I do 2 damage on this one. Draw 3 cards. We know one of them already, and it's gonna be the Venom Fang. I want to use it. How strong is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. It's basically as strong as my epic tower on a single target right now. And that's just what I'm gonna use. Because it doesn't need a crystal. 6 damage on this one, so it dies, technically. But revives immediately with 4 HP. All of these. Need to work on it. Need to work on it. I have 2 hunts now. That's actually also interesting. Because I can deal 5 damage with this poison dart if I discard 2 hunts. Which at least kills one of those. But I can also use those hunts for free for 1 damage each. Also isn't bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. They will be out of range as well. I'm a little mad right now. I guess the range of this one is the advantage. Yeah, maybe I discard one hand actually. Play this one, discard one hand. Discarding means immediately on the discard pile. So this one does 3 damage now. I will choose this one and do 3 on this one. And now I can still use this hand as a free action for 1 damage, which I will use to kill this one. And I would like more mana. Distribute 3 is still worse than gaining 2 mana, and oh, I can't gain 2. Actually, I can on this guy, I guess. Or this guy. But I want to take these. 12, 13, 14, 15 damage total. And technically, I would love to kill this guy. Yeah, this is strongest thing I can do, I think. Still. I mean, imminently, I guess the 3 damage would be better. But it doesn't bring me forward as much. Yeah, I will use this one. Gain 2 mana back. Because I'm using it from this tower to attack one of the 2. This one, I think. And then another free hunt to kill one of these. Actually, this one is available again, I just realized. Does that change things? No, I don't think just yet. It's quite expensive as well. Yeah, I'm done with my turn. So we're actually going to development phase, I just realized. Okay, that makes this a little less dangerous because I will be able to build some turrets. Well, not a lot, but a bit. Okay, development phase. Let's first clean up the board. Okay. Let's develop this guy first. Get a mana. Get a tower. Get a thicket. And take 2 greens. Choose 1. Gain mana. Regain hunt. +3. This is a 5 damage card. That's good. At least on this one tower. I think I'll choose that. But distributed 5. I mean, but this one doesn't cost mana. What will I use my mana for? Well, this one. Yeah, okay. Not having this one saves me some mana. Even though it makes me a little less flexible. But that's just good against machines as well. For me, I get also 1 mana, 1 tower, and 1 special. Which there's no water anymore, because all the water's on the field, so it will be a swamp this time. Which is also very useful though. And I might wanna start swamping this place up. Okay, we can get them a little back now. Back into the field. This is close business. Maybe like this, for reasons that I'm not gonna get into right now. Okay, nice. They will not go through this water because they can go around, but that's fine. It's not worth giving up this much new movement range just to force them through. Okay, for myself, I also get 2 more cards to check. I feel like I didn't. Oh, I reset that earlier. Well, anyway. There should be more cards on here, but I kinda did a mistake during setup. Okay, this can kind of be a selective draw. Which is neat. Means during the scry I can basically keep some of these cards that I'm scrying currently. So I don't have just the choice of going back on the hand and back on a discard pile, but also keep as a third choice. This one can give me crystal. Oh, just one though. It's basically a mix of scry and gaining crystal. Occasionally. I think I'll not choose any of those two. And instead burn one of my cards. Because we are in the last wave now, meaning there's no point in developing anymore. So it's usually a good move to burn your hero step cards, unless you have more good cards to choose from. That was this one I did. Yeah. I think it's time for the last wave. Let's go. Okay, so this symbol means the first machine that spawns will become an immortal. Let me just show that with this token again. But also there is going to be the usual spawn of the hard kind. Actually, is that? Yeah, it's true. Okay, so this one was the first one on A. 2 normal minions and a flying minion. Yoma. Flying. And the other one spawns a machine with 1 flying and 1 normal. We'll have to reuse one of the dead guys. Alright, and now we are up to 5 movement in the last wave. And we start in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have these 2 as choice, but according to news, they would go west first before they go south. Now this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always sticking to the north when he can. He went through 1 water, so he takes 1 damage. These guys next, but without the flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 6. Because of the 2 water. Now the flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 2, 3, 4, 4 for the air minions. Or maybe it will be 3 on every step. We're still working on those rules right now. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except not the flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next we have the rats, and we have 1, 2, 3 machines out. So we need to actually draw 3 rats. And this time we will have a catapult, burrow, and barrier. So first, let's check the catapult. Catapult says any free space behind an obstacle, tree reachable, and at least 1 minion behind the machine. First one doesn't have a minion, so he can't. Second one, it has 2 ways he could catapult, and the left one is closer to the tree. So he will actually catapult these 2 minions over this tree, over this tower, on this new spot. Which makes things bad, actually. And now things are getting a little wacky, because the second one is a burrow, and the burrow also searches for an obstacle. It doesn't need a minion, so theoretically this one could, but he can't directly burrow into the tree, because that would be a little too OP. So he can't do it. This one already has catapulted, and this one, well, he has 2 spots he could, in theory, burrow to. Since this one doesn't have space for him right now, it will instead burrow to the right. At least that's the current rules. Maybe we will make it so it pushes away the minions, but this is the easier rule for now. It burrows into water though, so at least it takes 1 damage. But it doesn't take his minion with. So yeah, new setup. Machines and minions making a lot of progress. Oh, actually the third one is a barrier, forgot about that. But these 2 already acted, and this one doesn't have a minion, so it can't be enacted. So instead, it will fall back to reinforcements, and it will start again checking the first machine. It can still act, it doesn't have anything behind it, so it will instead spawn 2 minions. Okay, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Let's go then, I guess. It's our turn. See if we can deal with all of this. We have the Venom Fang that can actually burst this guy strongly. Hunt this one. 4 piercing if 2 water. Can also be useful right now. And my epic tower, 5 piercing. Not looking too good right now. What do we have here? This one can deal 5 damage. Anyone. Honestly, considering how much of a menace those machines... Oh, I forgot one thing. Okay, I'm not seeing my chances rise here, but the first machine that spawned actually was an immortal. And it would be this guy. That means he will actually revive full HP when he dies. Full 8 HP. I feel like I have to put out my strongest cards first. And kill as many machines as I can. So, yeah, there's no question. We are using the fangs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage is not enough to immediately kill this one, but it will bring it down to 1. Which is the same as this one actually, but this one would cost crystal. I guess it distributes 5 piercing, so I could at least kill these two. I mean, this one revives. 4 piercing with water. It's gonna be useful. I think it might be time to generate mana, because we need to use this stuff as well next turn. So dealing 2 damage on this guy kind of immediately kills him, but also immediately revives him to full HP and gives me 2 mana because of this card. Now I can either do 5 damage from this guy, which might actually be good, but maybe actually on one of the minions. Man, it's hard. Yeah, I think drawing cards though for more burst next turn with the discarded cards would be good. I think 3, 6 for Reno. Well, I will at least have 4 discarded cards, meaning 4 damage. Not enough to full burst the machine. But good enough. I think I'll do the Elven ambush for 5 damage. 5? Yes. 2 plus 3. And I will use it on this machine, which is dealing 4 damage. And then because I just need to do stuff. 1, 2, 3, 5. I mean, I could decide to keep this one. Yeah, 4 piercing is just perfect, so we're gonna kill this guy. Now we still have this one. And just so he doesn't do a threat. Actually, still have this guy. Could do this one for 3 damage and add 2 of mana. Would mean it would cost 2 mana instead of 1 crystal, and I still have this one next turn. Yeah, I think that's what I'm do. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All around here, no red tower in sight. Feels like I need to attack these now. This guy still. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I think such a bad luck this guy didn't move 1 further. Or this one shorter. I mean, you could also call it bad play by me, I guess. Can we do this differently? Don't deal these 5 damage, but instead draw cards. Okay, let's do that, I think. Let's deal 2 damage somewhere. Probably this guy. Maybe even this guy. No, 1 damage. And draw 3 cards. Still not that useful, sadly. Oh. But now at least I can... I only have 1 action, damn. Okay, I'll at least kill this guy. 5 distributed piercing damage, 4 of which on this. 1 on this. And free hand here, free hand there, 2 damage. 1 too few. I would have loved 1 more. Oh, I can... Rar! Yeah, I think I'm gonna use at least 2 mana to add the 2 damage at this one. No, this one will still be in range. Sorry, mate. Oh, scry. I could have scried. No. Okay, this will be my turn. I don't think I'm doing too great right now, but it still work out. You're gonna... Oh, I used a crystal for that though. Meaning I don't will have any use for this one. I don't keep this one. Well, that means more spawning, but luckily only 2 weak spawns now. First one on A, 2 normal minions. Second one on B, 2 flyers and 1 normal minion. And now movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he takes 2 damage from water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I draw up to 5. not yet, actually. I mean, it's probably not relevant. You see. Well, oh, I forgot about these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They still need to do their special text though, which this time will be in this order because of initiative. Tower occupation first. This one doesn't have a tower near. This one does, but he doesn't have minions near, so it can't be done. Alternative will be fallback 2 space march. Okay. First one can of course do that. 1, 2. And the second one will be a sprint. This one does have space to do a sprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is that. Over to our turn. I already drew my cards. Well, we only have Hans to work with right now. Could scry to... No. This one we also have available. Would love to kill this one with it. But we need to clear some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because all of these will go into the exit next turn. And this one. So... I'll have to do some damage there. This one does 4 damage if I do it from this one. This one does 2, but I can draw cards. I would love to draw this card up here actually. Oh, it's 2 mana. I have enough mana, so I don't need this one right now. I think this one is a safe bet. 4 damage. Take one of these out. Drawing is kind of a safe bet as well, because why not? Deal 2 damage. I can buff it by 2 actually with this. Maybe that could work. Yeah. Deal 2 and this plus 2 because I use this culture for 2 mana. That's his actions. Then he can still do a free hunt. But I haven't decided yet what for. We can... Oh, actually, before I do this draw, I actually want to use the 3 mana to do this action. Because if I draw, my pile will be gone. 7 damage, and I think, even though these are important, I will... Yeah, I have 2 hunts, so I can at least clear this. I will clear this guy with this 3 mana ability. Because it's just important to get rid of these machines. Now I do this draw. I already did the damage, I didn't revert it. Actually, I could even before that, even still before that, I think I would do this to just deal 2 damage somewhere, I guess, on this guy. And do a scry, because then my draw will be a little better. In that I can say, yeah, I don't need these right now. Maybe I need this one. Don't have the crystal yet, but ideally though I would like a different one. I mean, this will be dangerous next turn. Go away. Okay, and now I do the draw. In theory, like I just retconned a little, and now I'm gonna do this attack. To draw 3 cards, because I want this one actually. It's the only green card I have in this left deck. And I need to reach people here that I can't reach with normal red cards. Oh wow, I even got another hunt. That's could be useful. Oh yeah, it is definitely useful because this wants to discard hunting cards to deal more damage. If I discard 2 hunting cards, I can kill 1 more of these. And let me just discard 1 for now. No, actually, if I discard more. Well, I'm not gonna get more mana though. Yeah. I mean, this currently does 3 damage. Which I could use to snap this one. Which might actually be worth it. No, wait, that's this one as well still. Wow. Okay, maybe I just play it. And boost it using my mana. So it becomes 3. I need to... Then I still have 2 free hands. To kill this one. God dang. This is... So I guess I can't kill this guy right now. But I feel like I can't even survive right now. If I take this back, I can deal 2, 4, 5 damage. Which can kill 2 of them. Oh yeah, that actually saves me for 1 more turn. I don't know if I will go any further than that. So I kill the 2 flyers with these 2 hunts played actively, and this one as a small hunt. And that's that. Did I actually do these 2 damage? Don't feel like I did. Probably wanted to kill one of these. What did I just do? I think, yeah, this one's down to 1, not 2. Yeah. Well, this might be an agonizing death now. I will probably keep this. 1, 2, 3, 4. They will both not be reachable. They will all run into the exit. This one will still do some shenanigans. Nanny-nanny-nannigans. Maybe I will keep Crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, nothing is in epic range, so I don't even need crystals. Yep, this goes. And that's my turn. Enemies again. No spawns anymore. 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is them done. 1, 2, oh, yeah. And them not just done, but actually them dealing 3 damage on my tree. So I'm down to 1 HP now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was on 2. And I would love for him to just sit tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he was behind him. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was slowed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I can kill these and these two in this turn, then I might be able to win. Because the last wave has one more turn. And at the end of the last turn of the last wave, anything still on the board will immediately rush into the tree and do their damage. So I do need to do a board clear in the end. 2, 2, no, wait, I forgot to shuffle. Threats, no more threat. Oh, there is a machine. There is one more threat. And it's mana drain, and I'm actually lucky. Because it only does drain mana if I do have more than 2 mana, and I don't. Oh. Yeah, but it still executes, so that doesn't have a condition, and no fallback. That was a lucky threat in the end. Or a lucky moment for the threat, actually. It would have been worse last turn. And now it's my turn. Did I move everything? Yes. Don't have crystals. Don't have ways to get crystals. So these two are kind of useless. This one I can use. Together with a hunt to kill the machine. Can also kill one minion with this. Okay, yeah, I can at least... No, wait. You are still there. I'm really missing my distribute card, I have to say. The one that I threw out earlier to replace with this. And it really shows how important the placement of towers is. Just switching these two towers would have made so much of a difference. Because I just have to attack these guys, because they will lose me the game. But I can't use any of my red towers back here. That really was a big misplay on my part. And it might just have cost me the game. Can burn cards to create mana. That is a secondary function of every card. And a way to clean your deck a little. But I don't even have much use for mana right now. Even with 3 mana I don't have discard pile. I guess I can boost. Okay, how about that? Playing this one for 1 damage. Plus a boost of 2 from this. My 2 mana. Can at least deal 3 damage. And I guess kill this machine because I need to. Then a free hunt can kill this flyer. Also that flyers always land on this mountain with no red tower in range. Yeah, I really didn't build this well. Maybe I should have let some of those minions through earlier already to focus more on my high damage area. That could also have helped. Okay, so I can still kill 1 this and deal 2 damage. and kill him with this. And then I still have one flyer that I think will lose me the game. Because I can't reach him. Or deal enough damage to him. Yeah, this is a close loss. So this one will kill one. One, for example. This one will deal 2 damage to this one. And then I can finish it off. I guess I can finish it off with... Or even before I do the 2 damage, I can do this to at least deal 2 damage and draw 3 cards. Maybe that helps me somehow. Nope, don't think so. I guess Crystal? No, Epic Tower has no reach. And that is that. 2 more damage, kill this guy. 1 flyer too many. And I lose the game. Can still deal 6 damage to this guy. Well, I almost did it. Yeah, flyers really are a different beast, and you kind of need to make sure that along those flying paths you have enough of your main towers, especially in solo mode. Because the off guy can only do so much with his 2 actions. GG! This one will go through and kill me. Yoma has been lost. Alright, I hope you had as much fun watching this as I had playing it. And I hope I explained everything properly, the solo mode and the analog kit. I feel like the analog kit is currently a little overtuned on the spawns, especially with those flyers now included. You obviously won't have to always have the flyers in the game. We will make sure you can also choose to not spawn them. But yeah, I like them. They bring a new challenge to the table. I was kind of unprepared for them always landing on this kind of dead spot here on this mountain. I should have had a red tower close by, and also these 2 towers. If I had switched those, I think it would have barely turned out. Maybe not even barely, like not being able to play your proper cards and having to resort to hunts every turn is not a good bang for your buck. Your buck being your actions. But anyway, I hope you had fun. If you have any questions, ask in the comments, ask in the GameFound comments as well, or directly on Discord. I will be on all these 3 spaces answering your questions. Goodbye.